Hello, everyone. We are coming to you from Targeted Action 2025. We are in Constitution Avenue and 17th Street. Sorry for the delay. It, it's it's a rough first day. It's a rough, tortured first day. So we are looking forward to having all of you, and hopefully tomorrow we're going to have a lot more people. But we already have our pretty banners going here. Please remove our names, Cash, from the 278,000 names. As for those of you that read Government Gangsters that he wrote, he talked about the improper 278,000 FISA warrant abuses. So he cannot say he doesn't know. He knows. And he has not pulled the plug on handling codes 3 and 4. And that's what we're here for, to demand freedom from modern day slavery. I'm going to talk to some of the people that made it. Miguel, say hi to everybody.
Hi everyone,
Where'd you come from?
California, San Leandro, California.
So tell everybody why you're here.
I'm here for because we've been targeted by the criminal government policies and stuff like that.
¿Ve? Yeah, Miguel, he made it all the way from California. So if you're in any of the surrounding states here from DC within a couple of hours, there's no excuse for you to not make it here. Okay, can you introduce yourself?
What's going on, y'all? My name's Shannon Wilson. I go by Shane Doe, and I've been a target for 2 years now.
Thank you. Where'd you come from?
Virginia, Bristol, Virginia.
Okay. So here's one of our pretty banners. We're here right in front of Washington Monument, and what we're trying to do is to get the high traffic of the people coming in and into the city. And so that's why we chose this corner here, because we thought it was the most, there was the most traffic. I'm gonna come over and show you. There's the one of the other ones that we have, which is Pambandi, Stop the FISA Lies. Why the FISA Lies? Because we know that the criminals at the terrorist screening center of the FBI lie about us. They lie in order to go to the FISA court and tell them that they need to listen into us. And the reason we know that both Bondi and Patel know about it is because Patel wrote about it in his Government Gangsters. So they continue to allow the FBI criminals to lie about us and to continue surveying our calls. None of the calls that we make to the legislators, to the congressmen, to the representatives go through. Why? Because these criminals are intercepting them. And we are here to go in person to the office of these people and tell them we have tried repeatedly to contact you. But the FBI criminals and their InfraGard minions don't allow us, or maybe the NSA. And this has got to stop. So we have here Dominic Hoppin. He is in our advisory board, and he's not only going to be taking footage for a documentary, but he's also going to be interviewing those of you that show up because he wants to do a documentary on real TIs. So, what better place uh, but this important activity that is going to be? We hope it will be, the greatest, largest event that we've had so far. That is the melody. Say everybody, melody.
Hi, good morning, you guys. Wish you were here. We're out bright and early at Constitution Avenue. We have our banners, and we're just out here doing the deal, and it feels so good to have shown up and stand up for our freedom. So we love y'all. We send you all of our best wishes, and we're out here for you, for all of us.
Thank you, Mel. Marlena.
Hey, Diana. So we're all out here because we're tired of what's happening to innocent people in this country by the deep state. We want people to become aware of the FISA court rubber stamp that allows the criminal FBI and CIA to put people, non-investigative subjects, on the terrorist screening database watch list categories 3 and 4. This is a secret list, and most of the people on the terrorist screening database watch list are on those secret categories. They get harassed at the airports.
Be careful.
I had my hands checked for explosives. I get checked all over. When I
You
go
got
to the
them
airport.
when you in the airport. They
I
got
had that
checked.
happen last with Shriver down in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we know that we're being targeted.
That's
We
good.
get the special handling at the airports, and I have security following me around. And here I am, an innocent person, not a criminal, and I'm being treated like a terrorist. And this needs to stop.
They're putting people on. And
Thank you, Marlena.
like my job and career is being ruined right now. That's the kind of stuff they're doing to people. Why did these? What did these do?
Nothing. You don't have to do anything. It's they decide to put you on so they can plan people throughout the whole world.
Yeah, it's the FBI doing it. The criminals of the FBI. Okay, Darren.
Hi, what's the,
Well, what brought you here, Darren?
what brought me here? I want this bullshit to end. Basically, we need to get people aware. That's why I talk to people all the time.
Good.
I gave my tent guy, my plate guy, a flyer yesterday. I said,
Really?
if anything happens while I'm here, you'll know why. So
Okay.
yeah, so basically, yeah, we're just trying to educate everybody, try to get people to know what's going on.
Okay. Well, this is a nice picture of Bondi.
I know, you did a good job.
That was the lighthouse.
I know.
I don't do this artwork because I don't have a talent for
But it's a
it.
good picture.
But it's a really pretty flyer. I mean banner. And yeah, okay, Mr. Lighthouse.
White House. That's the executive office. And so literally they just get out of this building and walk.
Would you like to say something? We're on a StreamYard.
We're very grateful that we get this opportunity to announce the activities of targeted justice to the world, particularly government officials, government employees, FBI, DOJ, and the general public. So we're hoping to make some headway and get some exposure over the next few days.
Where are we gonna be? Tell people today.
So we're gonna be at Constitution and 17th and Constitution and 14th Street, where we're getting a lot of traffic coming in from Virginia. We're also going to be stationed people right next to the White House Executive Office building, where all of Trump's staff, the National Security Council, and his advisors all have an office. So
So
we're
we
gonna be
need
setting up some
volunteers.
banners, and we need some volunteers to hold up banners. These are critical people that have an influence on government activity. So we're trying to show them, tell them about targeted justice, get them to ask questions and visit our website.
Okay, how about the registration? When it started?
Registration will be starting at 9 a.m.
Washington Monument. Where are the people going to be?
We're in the block right where the Washington Monument is, and we're going to have a registration table set up
We're
near
going to set it up here
17th and Constitution.
in this corner here.
Be right here close to Constitution and 17th.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I needed to know. So it's going to be. We're going to set it up close to this tree and this bench here, right?
Somewhere in the grass here. Yeah.
Somewhere in the grass. Okay, so for those of you that were wondering where it's going to be here in, let me show you, Constitution and 17. And so you see the Washington Monument there. And around here, we're going to have the table with a banner and chairs. And there's going to be 2 people there doing the registration. Make sure you bring an ID. Remember, we don't want government criminals pretending to be you if you didn't come in and register, or somebody took your information and registered as if it was you. Okay. And so investigative subjects, everybody, that means not criminals, they're innocent people. And so because of the Patriot Act, we have to fight the court from the skin. On the terrorist database watch list. That's how we get on there. Someone nominates us and puts us on that list. And then our life goes to hell in a handbasket.
Many people are being microwaved. Little children are being microwaved. People are dying from these directed energy weapon attacks being perpetrated against them. You have the Vanna syndrome, non-kinetic directed energy weapons, and you have microwaves. People's brains are getting damaged from this criminal activity by the deep state, and it's real, and it's happening. And people need to wake up. It's going to happen to more and more people. When the 6G towers come out, quantum, it's going to affect more people. As James Giordano, neuro professor, scientist at Georgetown University, said, neuroweapons can read your thoughts, feelings, moods, and actions. It can affect your thoughts, feelings, moods, and actions. Neural weapons, everybody. This is real. He's writing the protocols on these neural weapons at Georgetown University and all over the United States and around the world.
What do you hear?
We have people being attacked viciously and assaulted with these weapons.
Okay, so we need more of you to get your act together, get yourselves here. I'm going to continue the stream because I want you to see what's going on. So you can come in and out. I'm not going to end it.
What do you think happened to him? So these everybody, our brains are circuits, electrical circuits, so is our heart. These radio frequencies, gamma weapons, neural weapons can attack your brain and your heart. People's hearts have been damaged, their brains have been damaged.
Yeah.
You need to wake up.
Some people get heart attacks, and when they open them for open heart surgery, they have scars in their hearts, and the scars come from the directed energy weapons. So they think that they leave no trace, but these criminals didn't think about non-kinetic brain injury been discovered by Mr. Dr. Michael Hoffer, who has been prohibited by government criminals from diagnosing any further civilians with Havana syndrome because they don't want the world to know that this is the silent Holocaust happening in America. It is a Holocaust and around the world. The United States of America is sponsoring the destruction of the brain of more than 6 million people, including children. Children are getting microwave auditory effect, which is they are using microwave beams to attack the brains, the developing brains of children, to entrain their brains and mind control them so that when they turn 18, they don't have to steal the elections. They can just turn a switch and tell them how to vote. This is what the deep state wanted, complete and total population control through mind control. And then they have a transhumanist agenda. And I am very proud to say that I am living proof that we can defeat it. We have to all stand together to defeat the transhumanist agenda. They put all sorts of contraptions everywhere in my mind, in my brain, and in my body. And they weren't able to defeat it because, for the grace of God, because of the grace of God. That's the one thing that I tell everybody. This is the one way to defeat these criminals. And we're not going to stop. They thought we were chopped liver. No, we are not going to stop. Cash Patel, you know about this because you wrote in your book, Government Gangsters. You wrote that a church committee 2.0 was in order. Church committee was, as many of you know, the church committee was the one that exposed the MK Ultra program. And Cash Patel, in his book Government Gangsters, said that a new church committee is in order because of the abuses of the intelligence community. So we know this is real. He knows it's real, but he has not pulled the plug on the roster at the FBI that he knows it's the people that are being tortured. And that's why we're here for. Because when we try to call the FBI, nobody answers the phone. It's always a voicemail that never gets returned because they don't want to face us. So we came to their place to hi everybody. Okay, be patient with me. Yeah, anytime I see somebody from the army, I just get so nauseous. So I have to hi, hola, hola Rita. Yeah, very late. I want you to know Dr. Priester is here too, and Helen. How to stream targeted action. I would appreciate it. Okay. Um, thank you, Pam. We need everybody to show up here. Yes, dear Craig, thank you for your beautiful messages. I want you all to know Dr. Priester is here too. So is Mari from Puerto Rico. We're going to be having a beautiful event at the Lincoln Memorial Saturday, tomorrow, 9 a.m. So those of you that maybe you don't want to come stay over the night in the city, but you could probably come for the event and stay during the day, and then have the night. We are going to meet together in a venue that we're going to tell you where it is, just so you get to meet other TIs. That's what happened in Colorado was that um, it was the first time that people had ever met a TI in their life. So yeah. And so we're gonna have Lincoln Memorial 9 a.m. I mean 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Today we have the registration right here. We are in front of Washington Monument and we are in 17th Street and Constitution Avenue. We're gonna set up the table here. We have a permit to set up the table here. And so we're going to be under one of these little trees, waiting for you. We need this. This is our opportunity to demand freedom from modern day slavery and from torture. We need to show up. We need to show that the numbers, that there are tons of us that are going through this, not just two or three that are, making stuff up. No, we need a lot of people to show up. Okay. I'm back here with. Let me grab these because it's covering the stuff vitalized. It's covering the letters. I'm, hold it. Yeah.
You're not understanding what this is about. It's too late for all these people.
Well, okay, we can do another banner. Let me check another banner.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can we get another banner here? Because she says they don't understand what FISA is. So let's get another banner. Yeah, it's really early for people to be smoking pot here. Is that you?
It was
No.
hot.
I'm sorry. Okay. We're gonna, yeah, because it's too technical, but the FBI criminals know what it is because they're the ones. The FBI criminals they really know what a FISA is because that is how they avoid the Fourth Amendment requirement that in order to survey our conversations or our emails, they need to go before an Article 3 court judge and say, I know that there is probable cause. This is my probable cause that this person is engaged in criminal activity. And then they go before the judge, and the judge listens and decides if that's enough to give a warrant. But what they do in the FISA court, with the approval, the Threat Screening Center criminals, they lie in their affidavits. They violate the Woods procedures. And they lie about people like me and like these people here that are law abiding Americans in order to listen to our every conversation and to survey our emails. And that is how, like, if I write to Rand Paul, let's say, they immediately call their office because they have somebody there, a plant. No, don't let her. Don't let her talk to him. Why? She's a criminal. She's a terrorist. And that is how they do it. That is why they're insistent, because they're holding tooth and nail to their jobs, because they know they're going to be fired and prosecuted. And we are going to make sure that that happens. So, yeah, let's get another banner going, because she says that they're, stop the torture. Get a torture one. Okay.
3-year-olds on it's just.
Well, but they don't know what the TSCB is. Let's see. Okay. Here. Let's take the Bongino. Let's switch it to Bongino. This is like in the how do you say it, in the baseball games that they change the banners.
Here, I got it.
Okay, here's the new one.
This is a
3-year-old or suspected terrorist. Please investigate. Dan, our man. Yeah.
yes.
3-year-olds are tortured by our government with V2K. And I know that for a fact, because I know a couple of them. They're already 5, but they started being tortured with V2K since they were 3. And these criminals have no limits on the horrific things they whisper to the brains of innocent children. That's happening in America. You have to wake up. It's our government. It's the criminals at the CIA doing this. And we need to stop it. Because this is a fight, not for us, because we're already being targeted. Many of our lives have been obliterated. This is a fight for humanity. This is a fight for the future of this nation. And you need to understand that once they do the mind control of the people on this program, they were going to roll it out to the entire population. And that's what they're doing with the 5Gs and the subliminal messaging. Do not think that the 5Gs is just a convenience for the phone. No, it is used to activate the nanotechnology in your life series, the nanotechnology in your dental anesthetics, and the nanotechnology spread with the chemtrails, right? And also to perpetrate harm, because the 5G antennas produce microwave beams that are susceptible of becoming directed energy weapons. The United States Space Force under CIA, they hijack the cell towers and they hijack the towers, the antennas, and that's how they use it as directed energy weapons. 90% of the directed energy attacks that you receive, that people that are targeted receive, are from cell towers. Okay. Let me see if I can see. Excuse me, a little bit my blindness. I had perfect vision before they bumped me up to handling code 3. And then within 4 years, they've destroyed my eyesight. So I apologize because I cannot see. Let me see if I can see the comments here. Yeah. Okay. Well, Christopher, if makes your heart break, I urge you to call your congressman and or your senator. I mean, man, but they talk to us. We are going to be visiting them on Monday and Tuesday. We're going to be going. Dr. Sally is going today again, and we're not going to stop. We are going to demand accountability and that people talk to us, because this cannot continue to be funded. The CIA criminals they did not take, not a single CIA criminal went to prison or was prosecuted after MK Ultra. Not a single one. They destroyed 80% of the documents. We are sounding the alarm so that documents are not destroyed, number one. And number two, documents are not destroyed. Number two, that the FBI and CIA criminals are prosecuted, and also DHS, because the boots on the ground are run by DHS. Those are the people that come into the house of incapacitated women and rape them, just like they did to Nancy Mace, just like they did to many of us. It is being paid for with American taxpayer dollar, and it needs to stop. So let me check some of your comments here. Jay, basic language, illegal surveillance, harassment. Yeah, look, I did yesterday a podcast, and when they asked me a single question, just so many things come to my mind because it's not just one thing. It's the surveillance, it's the torture, it's the body monitoring, it's the destruction of our organs, it's the precipitation of diabetes on many people, it's the reduction of eyesight, it's the head uh, thumping and pain, it is the people treating you badly when you go to the store or in a government agency. It is getting the flat tires in your car. It is getting your pets murdered. It is getting your food poisoned. It is getting poisoned by a drink that is served to you in an airplane, and then you get a horrific flu like I do, like I did. That's what it is about. But we have to take, and I'm not even going into the electronic rapes. I'm not even going into the most horrific hologram stuff, these criminals do, because that is too much to handle for normies. We need to stick to the basics, Jay. We need to stick to that the fact that there are 3 year olds that are deemed suspected terrorists on the terrorist screening database only by association because they are the children of targeted parents and that they are hearing voices and it's not a prolific imagination. It's just that they're being tortured. And we have to stick to that. We have to stick to the illegal FISA warrants, 278,000 of them in 2020 and 21. We have to assume that it's much more than that because please remember, when we talk about these 278,000, we're talking about the numbers before Biden came into power. When he came into power, he put everybody that opposed vaccine mandates, he had them classified as terrorists. So if you opposed vaccine mandates and lockdown mandates and all of that, it is very likely you are in handling pro 4 if you don't get the do. And then you have the people that protested at school boards. The FBI criminals sent a memo saying that parents that protested at school boards because their children were being taught pornography and that kind of thing, well, they had to be classified as violent extremists. That is your FBI. That is the criminals we need to get rid of. And the ones that lied to the FISA court saying that the parent that went to the school board to protest that their child was being taught pornography is a terrorist. They lied to the FISA court under oath, but they still have a job. Why hasn't Cash Patel fired these criminals? That's what we need to know. Because they lied under oath. It was a violation of their oath of office. And they need to be fired and prosecuted. Because if we do not stop this now, it's going to be rolled out to the entire population. Okay, let me go up there, see how this is going. Yeah, we have an amazing team here. Darren, Melody, and Marlena.
They bring down their computers and they all most people might live here in Washington, D.C. Know about Georgetown University. They all know about Georgetown University.
Yeah, Marlena has come all the way from California. So I urge you all that live close by to make an effort and show up. We need to show our numbers. We need to show it's real and that it's not fantastical, as the Southern District of Texas court said that it's fantastical claims by plaintiffs. Well, we need to establish, yeah, yeah.
CIA think tank, Martin Duncan, worked on MK Ultra.
Be careful.
It's innocent people, innocent Americans. Turkish
Darren,
whistleblower.
come on in. Yeah.
CIA whistleblower. Many people are being attacked with presidential weapons, you guys.
I can't see it from here. You have to make sure. Yeah. That's good there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Lighthouse. When are we setting up shop here?
I was thinking that tree right there has got shade for the morning. It's kind of in the grass.
Okay. So can we set up the table there?
It's a little muddy in here, so
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're
I
gonna
think we
be
want to be in the shade.
okay. So can we set it up so we show people where we're gonna be? We're gonna set it up. We're gonna set it up so you have no excuse to say you could not find us. Okay. Everybody here jogs. Of course, if I had my legs and my knees, I could jog, but the criminals did away with them. So, but we're going to have it all back. Yeah, just put it there. So, okay, just so you get located for the people that are coming to meet us and register. We are on Constitution. Oh my God, this is so cute. I thought those birds were part of the lamp. Look at how cute these are. Look at them. Well, maybe, Um, so this is Constitution, and look at the cute birds on the top of the thing. Constitution Avenue and 17th Street, and we are setting up right here in this corner. We're setting up right, and we're having the Washington Monument behind us. We are going to be waiting for you to organize. We're going to have the banners going, and we're going to have flyer distribution. We have thousands of flyers to distribute. We want you to explain to normies. We need to explain to normies what we're going through. We really need you here. So,
Our brains are like circles, so is our heart.
hey, girl.
Hey, hey. How y'all doing? How many we got? Got we live. Oh, 214. Hey, guys. Hope y'all are doing well. We miss y'all. Wish you were here.
This is Pretty Melody.
Hi.
Let me see who's writing here. Pam, it cannot be fantastical. Yeah, I know, Pam. We all know it's not fantastical. Um, but here's what's good. What's gonna happen? Many of you know that the truth is coming out about 9/11 and how it was not terrorist. It was not an airplane. It was all a psyop. And so there was an incredible woman, Judy Wood. There is. She's still alive, but she's a targeted individual, and she filed a lawsuit in the Southern District of New York saying that that was not that they didn't do the correct analysis for why the towers came down, and the judge sort of dismissed it. Her theory. She was in, like, I don't know what her. I think she's an engineer, like a super duper genius woman. You can go to drjudywood.com. Point is that judge is going to go down in history as somebody that hid the truth, that did not allow the truth to come out. And that's what's going to happen with a lot of judges. That there were people that were truth tellers, like us.
Oh, Chris is here.
And then
Chris is showing up.
where's Chris? Okay. And then there's truth tellers like us that try to alert the world of what's going on and stop the abuse and stop the torture.
People keep showing up to 14th Street.
Okay, so tell them to stay there. I'm going to send the lighthouse.
Okay, Chris,
With-
are you at 14th? How many people are there?
We're
So
gonna
you want Chris to stay at 14th?
Yeah, we're gonna send a bladder.
Okay, just stay there.
Stay there. I'm gonna send the lighthouse
Okay,
now.
all right, okay.
Hey, lighthouse. So we have, thank God, more people are showing up. It's like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come, right? So hey, we're fighting for our freedom from slavery and torture. It's only fair that a couple of hundred people at least show up. Hey, Lighthouse, the people are in 14th Street. Can you go over there with a banner?
Oh, there's some people.
Yeah, Chris is there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stay here now for a little while. Yes, I'll bring the stuff. Dominic, you want to go with him to 14th Street? People are there already.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna set up the shop here. Just take the banners, maybe take two, and I'll just move this over there. Okay, thank you guys for being patient here. It should get a little better in a little while. If not, I'll continue entertaining you because I have tons of stories to tell you. Huh? Chris and a group of people. Yeah. So, yeah, I did a podcast yesterday, which was really good. We're going to post it with Ling Hagerman. She's an MK Ultra survivor. And I talked about, and this is one of the things that we really need to create awareness of because it happened to Nancy Mace. But we need women to write to your congressperson about the fact that when you are incapacitated, asleep, criminals are coming in and doing things to you. And they need to investigate this because this is being funded by DHS. I don't say that Christy Noem knows about it. I don't think she does. In fact, I think that she's overwhelmed with the migrant situation and like she's, paying attention to all of that. And even though she successfully shut down the stupid Quiet Skies program that never caught a single terrorist, well, she hasn't had time to go through all the contracts. While the gang stalking is dwindling down, we know it's still alive and kicking, and these criminals are still doing their shenanigans. So, please, that's huge. Let me go over yonder. Yeah, this is the moving. I love it. I love the moving banner. Yeah, go a little bit. Yeah, but we can't block the. Sorry. Okay, that's good. That's good, Dan. Dan Bogino, investigate. Why are there 3-year-olds in the terrorist screening database? Why are they suspected terrorists? Why is this not urgent? They are getting tortured with voice to skull. Okay, I'm going to go over there with Miguel. Yeah, this is good. We are here in 17th and Constitution Avenue. Waiting for you. Show up. Show up. Make your voice heard. Yeah, how did he do that? He's so clever. How did he paste it in there? Oh, he's clever. Yeah. Cash. Remove our names from the TSCV. So, okay, so like as I was saying a little while ago, I'm sorry, it was brain fog. We have a 278,000 number because Cash Patel talked about this number in his book, Government Gangsters, because that is the same number that the FISA court talked about. Because the FISA court is a rubber stamp. Yeah, that's correct. But at some point, they got so fed up with the criminality from the FBI that they denounced this number. It's like, no, we don't have 278,000 terrorists in the United States. No, we don't. These are law abiding Americans. And the criminals at the FBI continue to lie. Cash Patel knows. They continue. My phone, our phones, your phone is constantly surveyed, right?
Yeah.
Your phone?
Yeah, constantly.
Hacked, right?
Yeah. All electronics around me, and yeah,
It hasn't stopped in the last 6 months.
no. Yeah. Actually, this morning it was, it was. They trying to, I mean, like cover or interrupt my emails and all that kind of stuff.
You see, but you see, this is what I love about Miguel and many of us. They have thrown everything at us. They have done the most horrific things that not many people could survive. and yet you managed to laugh about it. Yeah, yeah. We want to do a contest of the funniest things that have happened to you as a TI because we can certainly have. Do you have a funny story of the funniest thing that has happened to that you look back now as a TI and that you just laugh about it?
Yeah, but I mean, we like, es que no sé cómo decirlo en inglés.
Ah, okay, no te preocupes. It's okay. No, well, I have a really funny story. Where I live, there's a cable, an electric cable, connected to a spark, and it helps a lot with R&M. So it around the entire periphery of the yard, it's a string, a metal string connected to a live spark. I was helping I was helping Armando look for his. He had a bow and arrow, and it was on the floor, on the ground, and it was wet. And I was walking in my flip flops, and I didn't realize that the wire was there, and it hit my. And
Oh my god.
I got a little electrocuted, and I fell like that, and my legs were going like that, and then since I was talking while it happened to me, I bit my tongue. So when I started talking again, it was all bloody. And Armando was like, but it was so funny because I'm grateful because I think I killed some implants there. Look at that cool face shield. Looks like an alien. It's a lot of weird people around here, right? Anyway, so that's my funny thing, my funny story. It was it didn't really hurt because I didn't see it coming. So I got a little electrocuted. Oh, okay. 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 We'll remove it. Makes no difference, but okay. Here we are. Yeah. So here I am holding the banner. We need more hands. Wake up. Show up. We need more hands. How can, sitting home and protesting and I don't want to say the B word, but like complaining about being tortured is not going to shut down the program. You need to show up here. You need to get your act together and show up because if you do not show up, what have you done to shut down your targeting? We have Miguel here. He came from California. Came from California. If you're in New Jersey, if you're in Pennsylvania, why aren't you here? I want to know. I want to know because this is about your freedom. It's about freedom for humanity. You know, it's about spending next Christmas um, singing Christmas carols and having hot chocolate and being happy without getting targeted with directed energy weapons. So that is what we are hoping for. Let me see if I get. Where's my people? There we have Marlena, who also came from California. We have Melody holding the, and then we have Darren. Darren came from Arizona, Marlena from California, Melody from Texas. So if you're in Pennsylvania, how come you're not here? I want to know. We want to know. I can understand a lot of people can't make it because of financial constraints. I can understand that. But if that's not your case, ask yourself, why are you not here fighting for your freedom? Why? What are you succumbing to the subliminal messaging by the criminals? Are you letting them win? No, you can't let them win. You have to fight for your freedom. You have to show up. And look what a pretty day it is. We're going to be in that table there under that pretty tree behind the jogger. You see it there? That's where we're going to be. We are in Constitution. There it is, 17th Street and Constitution Avenue. That's where we are, waiting for you. So even if you haven't registered, you can register online and show up We're gonna be here all day in that table since 9 a.m. Where did he go?
They went to get a.
Okay. ¿Estás cansado?
No.
Okay. This is what we came here for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what you see how pretty the yellow is already showing up in the trees. I don't know if that I don't think those are flowers. That's pretty. Yeah, I brought we're gonna be feeding the squirrels. You can't miss that. Because the squirrels here are friendly. Squirrels here are friendly and they come and they eat from your hands. So we're gonna be doing that. Look at my pretty team. Dan Bongino, can you explain to me why are there 3-year-olds on the American? Because these are not like from Qatar. No, these are American children. American children, 3-year-olds. The terror screening database. We want to know. We want to know. These kids don't even know how to write their name yet. They in the threat screening center they are categorized as suspected terrorists. We want to know. American people should be asking this. Why are 3-year-olds on the terror screening database? And more importantly, why are they being beamed voices at their developing brains, causing them Havana syndrome? Because here's what the federal employees that have Havana syndrome don't understand. They were targeted by the FBI. They were placed on this secret list that is hidden in the prohibited access files, their nomination forms, their documents, their pictures, their recordings, their videos they've taken of them. Because they have put video cameras hidden in your cars and in your houses and taking videos of you, taking showers and stuff. Because this is what these criminals do. And then all of that is in the prohibited access files that Senator Chuck Grassley unveiled, but not the entire truth has come out of what it's in there. And why? Who created? Ask yourself, who created the prohibited access files and why? Why? Because they don't want anybody without a security clearance of 35 or above to know about this torture program. And that is why we need you to come to show up to Washington, D.C. and talk to your representative and talk to your Congress, to your senator, and demand a church committee type investigation into the criminality at the FBI and their Sentinel system and their prohibited access and restricted access files. That it was just to prevent people like us from getting our records in a FOIA request. You need to show up because unless we get enough pressure to the people in the Capitol building making the laws, we're not going to make any progress. The 5 people can't, we can't change the world. We need you. Each and every one of you that is targeted needs to be here and needs to have their voice heard. Okay. Let me check out some comments here. Let me see if I can multitask and see if I can answer some questions. I have to warn you, I can't see them all because I see some here, but I'm on the phone and the only ones that are showing that I can read are the ones on Facebook. Carmen, la gente va a llegar. No, no, gracias, Carmen. No, yo no me apuro. I know we woke up early. I know people are traveling. We've been here actually since the third because we had to scout the locations and we had to do a lot of things. And as you know, I've been sick and look how I look. And I've been burned in my face, look at my face. So, one of the things I have said to many people many times in podcast is the following. I I um I yearned to appreciate what the little prince used to say, which is one does not see but with the heart. The essential is what's invisible to the eye. And after being mutilated and being obliterated and being burned and being destroyed physically, That's what I adhere to. So I, apologize, but yeah, my face is being Charlie burned, and but we're here. They won't stop us. What the point of the thing is, there is nothing they can do to me unless they murder me. But there's nothing they can do to me to not show up and not protest and not rally for freedom. There is nothing. So I urge you to, at least for this weekend, get your butt in gear and get here. Oh, that even rhymed. Okay, let me just check the comments. I am so sorry. The other comments in YouTube and the other ones, I wish I could respond, but for some reason they look minuscule, like actually impossible to read. So I can only see the ones. Germany, we are gonna. Yeah, I want people to know that we are starting. Our mantra here is the Constitution, the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment. And even if it doesn't apply to people outside of the United States, what we do know and what we're talking about is the crimes against humanity, against innocent civilians. So do not think for a second that you are not part of our agenda this weekend here, okay? Organized rape. Yes, that's why we're going to try to, we're coordinating meeting with Representative Nancy Mace. She was a victim. Okay? Aki? Aki? She was a victim of rape while incapacitated, like many of us. What I don't think she knows is that she is on the TSCP list. And we have to try to make them aware. You were not a person that were singled out. Many, thousands and thousands of women in the United States are being raped while incapacitated and around the world. They have their tactics. The criminals can incapacitate you, whether it is because of the nanotechnology or the implants you have in your head, or they can do it with frequencies. And they come in, they do their thing, and you don't even notice anything. And weird things happen, but that's why we need to reach out to them because these crimes are being paid for with American money. And it's being done by American agencies. And as many of you know, right now, they're still in Canada. They're going ahead with a lawsuit for MK Ultra. But the problem is that the real criminals, they're going after the hospitals, but the real CIA criminals got away with literally murder. And that's what we don't want to happen now. We want the CIA domestic operations in Denver to be held accountable for crimes against humanity. We know about children in India, children in Malaysia, children everywhere that are being tortured with these weapons. And make no mistake, these weapons are used more heavily in Argentina. Hey, Javier, I hope you're watching. We have a lot of victims in Argentina, and the V2K there is off the charts. And they don't understand, many of them, Javier does, but many don't understand that it's a technology and that when they say, I'm going to kill you, it's a lie because the criminals are sitting on a desk in the Denver operations under the satanic Denver airport. They're not around the corner. They just use the voices around the corner of the people around the corner. So these criminals that are cowards, because they would never come slap me in the face. I invite them to do that, but they won't, because they're cowards. And that's what people need to understand. It's a technology to make you paranoid and make you scared. But they are such cowards they will never show up. It's against the rules of the program. They're not supposed to even touch you because they're not supposed to generate a police report. That doesn't mean that they're not going to do it to you. They did it to me in England when I went. A perp just crashed his body against mine. That doesn't mean they're always going to abide by the rules, but at least in the United States, they're not supposed to.
Guys,
Yeah,
I'm one of you.
you are one of us. Well, join. Are you?
Experience hallucinations and a large number of drones and watching snow in my head. Those motherfuckers at the FBI and police did me dirty every second of the day. I listen to those shitheads tell me to go suck their dick. They're all dead. Our police are doing this to people.
I'm sorry. Well, join our events. We're here this weekend. We're gonna be in that table.
Look for him.
This weekend we're gonna be raising awareness about the Boys to Skull. Is that what you have?
Hey, get a ghost detector and put it by a high frequency like a plane going by. A ghost detector is what they're using the frequencies on, and they'll pick up their voices without a voice disguiser. They're using voice disguises and claiming it's mental illness.
Yeah.
Those shitheads are done.
Well, that's what we're here for. We're trying to shut it down. Look, the good news is you're a prospective millionaire because we're gonna shut it down and we're gonna force Congress to allot funding to pay for the reparations, for the damages, for the torture that has been perpetrated in hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of Americans.
Oh, they're serial killers.
Yes, they are serial killers. Yes.
I'm with you guys all the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you have it. So one TI that didn't know about targeted justice just said, and that's what's happening. Many of them know it's happening. So let me just remind you, we are here in 17th Street and Constitution Avenue, raising awareness about this horrific torture program run by the CIA, continuation of MK Ultra, and the FBI satanic COINTELPRO that destroyed the lives of 74,000 Puerto Ricans. And then they were such cowards that they had the local government take responsibility, even though, if you look, the FBI vault of COINTELPRO, it's full of all the receipts that they took on normal Puerto Ricans, that their only sin was want the independence for the island and thus exerting their freedom of speech. So the premier law enforcement agency that is supposed to uphold the Constitution has a documented and admitted record of criminality because Louis Freeh in 2001, before Congress, admitted we did illegal and even criminal things. That's what Louis Freeh admitted before Congress with COINTELPRO. And yeah, they never stopped. What they did is they merged it with MK Ultra, and now the FBI continues to harass us, to spy on us illegally, and it has to got to stop. And that's why we're here. That's why we're here in D.C. in the one of the busiest traffic areas in Constitution Avenue and 17th Street, raising awareness. Somebody must have already taken a picture and sent it to Patel for the nice little banner we have here, demanding that he take our names off the little FISA warrant applications illegal in violation of the Woods procedures. They take those applications, they go to the FISA court that does a rubber stamp on them. They don't even interrogate these lying agents. And they give them the warrants so that they continue spying on us through the InfraGard minions that are obsessed with every little detail of our lives. But you see, I think now, Miguel, the reason why they're so obsessed is because they're scared. They're scared because we're coming for their last BMW. They're scared that they're going to lose it all, and they're scared that they don't. The good thing about the InfraGard criminals, they don't have immunity because they are not government employees. And for them to have immunity, Congress has to grant it, and Congress is not retroactively going to grant them immunity for their crimes. So I am looking forward. I'm looking forward to getting those InfraGard criminals and having them prosecuted for illegal surveillance, because that's what it is. What they do to your phone, what they do to mine, to our emails, it's illegal surveillance. And the thing is, the cat is out of the bag. They already know that they're doing it wrong. So Let me see if. Hey, Lighthouse, can you come over? That one is good. Electromagnetic weapons on U.S. civilian is treason and torture. Yeah, I want every single person. Can you hold this for a little while? Cause I want to go over there. Huh? And he tied it to the thing, but a police said no, you cannot tie it to the pole. Yeah, they just want to harass because that's what they are. They don't care. The police don't care that we're tortured, that women are raped, that little girls are tortured. They just care that we tied the banner. That is how twisted. That is how twisted the things in this country are. The Park Service guy said, "No, you can't tie it to the pole." And he doesn't care about the illegal surveillance, the torture. Yeah, maybe that's true. It's not within his purview, but still, we're protesting things that are not supposed to be happening in America. Yeah, it's so refreshing to see people that have no clue as what it is to be tortured. They're all live their perfect little lives here. They're perfect little jogging. And coming to see, good. That one is good. Treason and torture. Yeah, Space Force criminals. When you fire electromagnetic weapons within GPS coordinates in the United States, you're perpetrating treason and torture against your fellow Americans. It's time for you to blow the whistle on the criminality going on at the Space Force. Yeah.
We like this one. This goes in front of the White House.
Yeah, it's treason. Firing, this is what I say to President Trump. Ask for the firing logs, and you will see how these weapons are being fired at the White House. That is why his ankles are swollen and his hands, because the criminals at the Space Force and the CIA are firing directed energy weapons at the President of the United States.
The whole house.
The whole house. Yeah. And they don't connect the dots, but we are here to help them connect the dots.
And even the people's pets are being attacked. Their dogs start crying. They're being attacked, and then their dogs are being attacked. I've had TIs tell me that their dogs start coughing. They start coughing. The dogs start crying, or they're running in circles. So this is scary because this
That's
is
animal abuse.
yeah, animal abuse. They attack children. This is horrible. What's happening? I can't believe this growing up here. Oh, God.
Yeah, so you ask yourself who's doing it? Well, the United States Space Force manages the directed energy weapons in space that are weapons of mass destruction. They are violating at least three outer space treaties, the Space Force. And there is a particular criminal by the name of Chance Saltzman. He is the one that orders the firing of electromagnetic weapons on 3 year olds. We don't know why Pete Hegseth has not fired that criminal. He's a traitor to this nation, and he needs to be fired. Pretty soon, we're going to put up his picture in one of the banners we have. Yeah. Be careful. Be careful with this.
The last hologram I've seen is like a sniper just running. A guy with a backpack and gun just running.
It's all that. But yeah. I never told anybody that.
I believe it.
We have the evidence. We have the pictures of the microwave weapons. We have the X-rays. We have the everything we need to be heard in court. All the evidence, but the DOJ refuses to hear us and listen to us. They call us
Oh,
fantastical. They say
They
it's
don't
all
answer the
fantastical.
phone. They don't answer the phone.
No.
We have tried to repeat it. We have tried. to make appointments with Ed Martin, who is the person in charge of government weaponization, because this is what government weaponization looks like. These normal Americans here, okay, law abiding Americans, are put on secret parts of the terror screening database to be retaliated against for whatever reason they are put on the list. Whistleblowers, J6ers, parents that protest at school boards, anti-vaxxers, they were put on the list by the Biden criminals. Many of us were before because we were whistleblowers. And guess what? Eh, since it's a secret category of the terrorist screening database, when we fly, we were not told. Because here's a detail. Congress created, it's a futile process, but a process for people that think that they were illegally labeled as terrorists on the terrorist screening database. The problem is that that is when you are stopped and interrogated. But people on handling codes 3 and 4 of the terrorist screening database are not stopped at the airport and don't get the 4 S's in their boarding pass. So they're never supposed to find out that they are on the list. The reason that Richard Lighthouse connected the dots between the two attacks and the secret categories of the terrorist screening database is because one day he was lying on the floor in excruciating pain because he was being attacked and he had a blood clot in his lungs. The deputy sheriff came in and said, well, the ambulance is out there, but we cannot let them in because we were told a terrorist lived here. That is when he only lived there with his elderly mother. That is when he realized the connection between the terror screening database. It was admitted by this deputy sheriff. Remember, this list is a, distributed 24/7 through the FBI's National Crime Information Center. When you get a silent hit, when you get stopped by police, if you get stopped by police often, you're on this list. They are looking for evidence because the FBI criminals have a manual that says look for evidence to see if you can trap them into a crime. It doesn't say it that way, but it sort of does. It says look around to see because this is a suspected terrorist if you can make an arrest. So when you get silent hits and you get stopped by the police, that's what's really happening. So what you have to do is you just give your license, driver's license, your insurance card, your car permit, and that's it. No chit chatting. No chit chatting. You don't have to chit chat. If they start conversation, I don't have to ask you. If you have a warrant, I'll answer. That's all you have to say. Yes, I will. Yes, let's do the picture time here.
For my, yeah.
Okay, let me just cross the street though. Let me see. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Marlena. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let me look at the comments here. I'm so sorry I am not being able to see the other comments. Okay, so información. Yeah, no, look, what I've been saying is this is a great time to be alive. And I repeat again, and I'm so sorry for that those of you who agree with me, but I have seen the documents. And I can assure you I read more than most of you about the politics and what's behind this. And I can tell you this, sorry, and I can tell you this much. If Kamala Harris had won, there would be zero hope. Zero, none, no hope for freedom, I tell you, zero hope. So we are in a great time. We have Tulsi Gabbard, who is declassifying really important documents that they all point in one direction, which is the abuses by the intelligence community. And that's going to culminate with the exposure of this program. I have no doubt about that. Once that happens, then they're going to have to figure out number one, how they're going to do reparations, how they're going to make whole people. Because we know that they cannot make whole those that have taken their own lives. They cannot make whole the permanent brain damage they have done to a lot of people, like my beloved Dr. Bear. But they're going to have to pay out, and they're going to have to first and foremost, shut down the weapons and shut down the subliminal messaging. That has got to stop, and that has got to start with the firing of the criminal traitor to this nation, Chance Saltzman. If there is anything you do today to shut down this program, write on X or write to Pete and say, I demand. Oh, Selma, I demand that you fire criminal traitor to this nation, Chance Saltzman. He's a criminal that tortures babies, and I can put my money where my mouth is. Selma. Okay, let me try. Hola, buenos días. Let me see. Sure. Okay. No, I'm trying to see. Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? Aquí seguiremos soportando la tortura. Look, Jorge Luis, it is not about enduring torture. It's like cancel it. Look at my face. It's burned. You know what? Nothing is gonna stop us from demanding freedom. We cannot just say, "Oh, I'm just, estoy resignado. I'm just." No, no, no. We are not gonna settle. We were born free, and we are gonna reclaim our freedom. So please, we need you. We need you all to continue fighting back. Okay, Marely, nuestra información biológica. Yeah, Marely, that's what it's gonna talk about. When the day of reckoning comes, we're going to go after all these research institutions that are profiting, harvesting our data and profiting from our biological data. Do not think it's not going to happen, because they have also violated our Fourth Amendment right to be secure in our persons and in our property. They had no right to be taking our data, and the DARPA people to be attacking our organs and manipulating and I know a person that didn't have diabetes, and because he became targeted, he not only developed diabetes but also has to undergo dialysis. That's completely irreparable harm that cannot be. There's no money in the world that can pay for that. And say most of us have undergone irreparable harm. But the goal is to shut down these weapons and to save humanity from what was going to be rolled out to them. Let me show you again. We have one of our favorite banners here, reminding everybody that nobody is exempt from electromagnetic torture. What?
Trump just has too many people lying to him.
Yes, that's what I think is happening.
Yeah.
He supposedly got a better team, but
Are we ending this? What time are we ending this?
I think at 9,
At 9?
yeah, or 8:30.
Yeah,
What time is it?
8:20.
Okay, let's just do it 10 more minutes, and because we're gonna do the table.
Okay.
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 Yeah, because it was the high traffic area. That's what we needed to do. That's so cute. Look at that.
It's a demonic program.
That is cute. Oh, look how cute. That's like a full car, right? It just needs a little door and everything. It's a full car. Okay, how do you see the reaction of people?
Haven't been really seeing their faces that much. A lot of people have been honking though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of people drive by and say yes. One guy stopped right here and he's homeless and he's like, oh my God, this is what's happening to me. So it's such confirmation for him. I know it
The one on the bike?
the one on the bike, yeah.
See that he acknowledged that
Yeah.
he knew, and he was like, "Holy
It's
crap!"
like, yeah, he was all the things. So
I will
I know
die.
that it left him well. You know.
But he started going off about wanting to cause something, and I told him violence.
Yeah, we don't promote violence.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I love this, Marlene. I love this girl.
I came from California to here to protest. And it cost me a lot of money here. But I believe in the cause. I believe in targeted justice. I want people's lives to be restored. Their freedom has been taken away. We came here, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I grew up here. I grew up in the United States. I work for the federal government, and yet I have to deal with this shit. And so do 21,000 other people that are members of Targeted Justice. It's over 250,000 here in the United States that are being targeted. It's over 6 million around the world. And they're suffering. And their pets are suffering. And their children are suffering.
Children.
And that we don't hear it in the major news media, do we?
No, because it's Operation Mockingbird. They won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Not even Alex Jones will touch this. No. They'll pull the plug on him. Even though he knows that the CIA did the little number on him. They don't dare. They don't dare talk to Targeted Justice. They don't dare talk to Richard Lighthouse. They don't dare talk to me. Only very brave people have been doing it. And I acknowledge those truth tellers, but the ones that you see that are so popular, they don't come near us with a 10-foot pole. And you guys know who they are. Yeah. Because this is the biggest story happening in America. Our government is torturing law-abiding Americans with electromagnetic weapons that cause Havana syndrome. There is a Havana syndrome epidemic happening in America. It's being confused with Alzheimer's, it's being confused with dementia, it's being confused with fibromyalgia, with multiple sclerosis. It's being confused with a lot of things. ADHD? It's not. It's electromagnetic weapons fired at your brain. And you know how you can do it? You can do the test. You cup your ears in a both, I can't do it with my other hand because I'm holding this, but you cup both ears like that in a very quiet room. After 40, 50 seconds, you're going to start hearing these like popcorns, pop, pop, very slight. Those are microwave beams fired at your head. So if you have a little suspicion that all of a sudden you got termites in your house, all of a sudden you got flat tire, then your pet was sick, then you came in and the window that you left closed was a little bit open, you have no doubt you are a targeted individual and criminal operatives paid for by the United States government are violating your constitutional rights. That is happening in America. So, yeah, we're going to be sitting down soon. What happens to So, let me just go over there to talk to the lighthouse. We're going to call it a morning for now regarding the manners, but we're going to be waiting for you here, Constitution Avenue and 17th Street, for the registration for the entire 4 days of activities here. Tomorrow morning, let me ask the lighthouse here. And tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing the banners because we need volunteers. Hey, lighthouse.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow, I don't think it's appropriate to do the banners. Are you going to intend to do this?
I'm not.
No? Okay, so we're going to do the 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
The rally, yeah.
9 a.m. tomorrow morning at Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah. They can do it.
Okay, so we're gonna do the banners in the afternoon, right? Okay, we're gonna have some volunteers.
We've got dinner.
We've got dinner today.
We've got dinner tonight and dinner tomorrow night.
Okay, can you explain that?
Yeah, you have to come register and you'll get the address location for where the dinner is at. We're not going to put that on the internet. So
Okay,
you got to come to the table and register, and we'll give you a flyer that's got the address on it.
okay. Well, thank you so much for that, Mr. Lighthouse. So we're gonna be here now in that little table there. We're waiting. Okay, so you're gonna call it now. Yeah? It's 8:30. Melody's very tired. Okay. Um, so we're gonna be waiting for you here. I'm gonna be here, personally be here for a little while on the table to register people. And then in the afternoon, we will have probably a dinner. We will have, or maybe during the day, I might have some other live streams. But just please stay tuned in here. We're going to be on X, we're going to be on Facebook, and we're going to be in YouTube. If YouTube doesn't kick us out because of my language that the CIA are criminals, they immediately call, and YouTube, is controlled by them. But so I have been waiting. And yeah, they always pull down my videos, particularly the ones I do with Argentina. So we're here, Mel.
Hi. Hello. We
You
got
want to have a little
you.
message here for everybody?
Oh, sure. Hello, hello. Let me see if there's any comments. How do you read it? Oh no, don't do that.
There you go. Move.
Move the pile pole like one cell from torture and insert program.
I know
Okay.
that's stop listening to B2K, please. Right?
Yeah.
It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, I don't listen to I've been targeted knowingly for 6 years. But I never picked up on any of the narratives that they spun in the beginning with the V2K, as it was like the neighbors or my family. And I feel really blessed to have not adopted any of the narratives. And so it's like I've really been able to, and also all the trauma, I didn't, rush out to tell everybody. And, so I feel really blessed that I had the options of choosing coffee has arrived. And I still, and so do you. You guys have the option of choosing, what you believe too. Thank you so much. They're blanking out my thoughts, or I was going to share more with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've more adopted the narrative, and I mean I don't choose not to call it this part of narrative, but it's being um, not just human trafficked, but medically human trafficked.
I'll hold this one.
Thank you, with having the implants, such not or so forth in me. I was I keep thinking my thoughts out. Every time I start talking about implants, they're always going to blank my thoughts, or this weapon system's going to blank my thoughts. But anyways, I was tested, I guess, a couple years ago, and they several implants came up, and I believe I know when I became implanted, and I think that was when I got my breast augmentation about almost 15 years ago. Because prior to 15 years ago, there was really evidence of the targeting, and but then you can start kind of piecing things together. Like after my breast augmentation, the things started happening. So I firmly believe that's when that happened for me. And anyways, you guys just don't listen to your B2K at all. They're here to distract you, deceive you. They're not your friends. Um, and just keep up the good fights. And I was saved by grace through faith, and it was a rescue mission on God's part. It's just been an incredible journey, and I know that this is going to end for all of us. I have this knowing, and it's truly it's a gift from God that I just hold on to every day.
Yeah, well, thank you, Mel. I have to say that a lot of women that got breast augmentation, they did the megaphone test on them, and it rings, and they got implanted.
Yeah,
I think that it was a general practice,
yeah,
illegal practice without our consent to get implanted. And even Dominic asked me, he did the megaphone test here, and some of the areas that are always like infallible, that they're always there. It's test, get yourself a really cheap file megaphone, test here, because these criminals want to know everything we say. And one of the reasons why these implants in the throat exist is so that the local perps can listen to us, because remember that the Space Force criminals don't talk to the local perps. And so and then back here, they
Yeah.
usually put like the main control of, because they continue connecting stuff to it.
Yeah, my neck's always been, not always, but it's just been a huge problem. I get pain in my neck all the time. I'm actually getting an MRI when I get back to Texas.
Has the little zapper helped you?
The Zapper has it's a short relief, but it is some relief. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it
it's
helps
a
me.
godsend. You know.
Yeah, well, it helps me because what they did to me, I have implants also, not like teeth implants, but illegal implants in my jaw, and in the airplane they
Do you
targeted
see
me.
that scar on the bottom?
Yeah, yeah,
And that's like precision laser.
yeah.
I have no
You don't know
idea.
where it
I
happened?
have no
I
idea
have it
how
here.
I got that there. Never
Yeah,
any surgeries or anything, but it's just so precise on the bottom of my
yeah,
chin. And I'm constantly attacked in my face and on my jaw and everything all the
yeah.
time.
Because with these implants, that's how they can target those specific areas, and they can do it with a Bluetooth. Like, so, if a person has a phone with Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, that frequency, which I think is 2350 megahertz, I think it's a very short, I think it's between 2350 and 2400 megahertz. And that just targets you there. So you could even be next to a person whose phone, they don't know about it. And the criminals can be using that phone to target your implants. So yeah, it's plain flight here. It was horrific.
Was it
It was
Yeah.
it was the first
I've
time
had those flights too.
it was
I've
horrific.
had horrific flights. This one was not so bad. I don't know what to expect coming home, but I mean, obviously they use intimidation tactics for us not to gather, not to leave our house. But what they're going to do it anyway. They're going to continue to hurt you no matter what.
Exactly.
So you might as well show up for yourself, show up for everyone else, and
Absolutely.
just put your trust in God that things are going to work out.
Well, the way I interpreted it is they were so threatened by us coming here that they were trying their best. They used all the tools they could. Hi, Elijah. They used all the tools to try to deter us from
Gathering.
from
Yeah.
from coming here, as if it's like, you're so stupid, you have done everything and then some to me. Do you think that a pain in my jaw is going to stop me from coming here? No,
Yeah.
nothing is going to stop me.
You know, and if they really wanted to stop you, they absolutely
Oh,
could.
they could.
They could absolutely
They have a
stop
weapons.
anybody from
Yeah,
gathering. I mean,
but it's prohibited in the
but
program. They're not allowed to murder us like that.
yeah,
You know?
and we all know they put you to sleep. They did that to me before I was able to come back to Houston. I mean, like for weeks they wouldn't let me catch a plane. I just kept missing the plane, missing the flight.
Oh,
Like,
that happened to me.
yeah, and so you just got to keep pushing through and then hold on and know that it's not always going to be this way. I swear. Like I work, I have several jobs and I take care of my mom and my children. And, I've fought really, really hard and I continue to fight every single day for the life that I want to live. It's not the life that's just going to be handed to you. They don't have that luxury anymore. You just got to keep fighting, pushing through every single day because they mess with me all day long at my job, all day long. But I just keep showing
But
up.
you're a star. You're a
Yeah.
star, and you're blooming, and you're soaring.
I am.
And that's why I'm
I
like,
am-
you're my poster child,
It's
because
hard, but
you-
I just keep showing up.
but you also are hanging on to God,
Yeah,
without whom you couldn't
nothing.
be here.
I wouldn't be here. Yeah,
None of us would.
yeah, none of us would.
And so that's. I know a lot of people get really angry at God, like, why do you allow this to happen?
Oh my God.
But
Yeah,
I don't. I feel blessed that
Me-
God allowed me to be here fighting this good fight. Right?
yeah. No, truly, truly blessed.
We are blessed that we are holding the torch for freedom for so many that cannot.
Yeah, and that's just a wrong mindset. Why would God let this happen to any of us? I mean, the beautiful thing is like what God can do in the midst of all of this happening to you. He can strengthen you from the inside out, give you so much peace. I mean, you move from glory to glory. You're able to praise Him even in the darkest, the hardest moments, and it is so strengthening for your soul. I mean, it goes beyond you. It's electrifying, and it's all encompassing. I wouldn't want anybody to miss the opportunity. Truly.
Yeah.
Morning.
I feel the same way. I feel, it does not matter how much they have done to us. Uh, we find we've become stronger,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We have been strengthened by God to endure what we have and then some.
Yeah.
Like we now look back and say, "Oh my God, I never thought I would be able to overcome this."
Yes, and amen. And what are we doing? We're overcoming.
Yeah.
Yeah. With
Yeah.
grace. And we don't focus on all the bad things, and we don't
Exactly.
rehearse all the bad things, and we don't
Yes.
speak it against ourselves. We just, I never come into agreement with anything that they're doing or say that they're going to do. I rebuke all that and cast that back to the pits of hell. And I walk by faith and strength that God's going to show up for me because He has been. And why would He stop now? He's like, I'm not going to get you here and then just stop showing up for you. You have to show up and put in the works and live by faith and action. I promise you, He's going to do the rest for you. If He does it for me, He's going to do it for you.
Yeah, well, one of the ways that I see this is that just imagine yourself being in a precipice, like you just reach the end of a street, and what is at the end is a precipice, and you just came so fast that you're almost going to fall, not because you're like trying to kill yourself, but because you were going to fall, and then all of a sudden somebody grabs you by the back of your shirt,
Yeah.
and that is the hand of God saying, "I brought you all the way here to let you know that I'm never going to let you fall,
Yeah.
that I'm always holding you
Amen.
and watching over you." But sometimes you forget. Sometimes you forget I am watching over you. So I need you to get to the edge so you realize I will never let you down, right?
Yeah. And I mean, you have to stay, I personally have to stay constantly immersed in God. I'm always listening to scriptures or podcasts, and I choose to meditate on what is good, what is pure, what is holy. And it's totally changed my mind. They say that the word of God is living and active, and I mean,
It scares them away too.
yeah,
When I play my worship music, they can't stand it. They start attacking the radio, the
oh,
boombox.
really?
Yeah, because they can't stand it.
That's
And
funny.
that's how I know it bothers them,
Mhm.
because these are satanic entities that are the only satanic entities can
And
do
if
what
you
they
guys think about the big picture, the pain, the torture, what does that do? I mean, it's going to draw you either one way or the other. You're either going to get away from God or you're going to move towards God. You're going to focus on the negative and all the bad, or you're going to try to focus on all the good. So what I'm ultimately saying is that we have choices. We have choices every day, how we want to live, how we want to think, how we want to treat people. Um, I'm telling you, I get such motion manipulation. They mess with my energy. Constant V2K. They blank out my thoughts where I can't think. I mean, just like all the things and all the things. But I never come to agreement with it. I mean, I'm just like, no, that is not how I feel. I know exactly how I feel. I'm joyous and free, and I'm full of peace, and a child of God. And I just say that all day long. I'm not happy all day, but I am joyful all day.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Well, we have to check on the people on 14th.
Okay.
Is that the next corner from 2nd Street?
14. Yeah.
Okay, so will you go with me to over there to
Yeah.
check
No.
on them? Let's go check on them and tell them to call it a day, because we're gonna have look at our little table there. We're waiting for you. You need to show up to rally. We're gonna go see the 14th Street people.
You in here when you guys go to see the congressman.
Yes, that's on Monday.
Monday, it's not today, the 11th.
Oh shit, we have an 11 sure. We have to go at 11 today. We have an 11 appointment. I have an 11 appointment.
Mine is
Yes,
at
that's true.
10
I'm
on
sorry about
Monday.
that. Yeah, I have an 11 Monday.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah,
at
I have
10.
an 11 a.m. today. But I'm going to go walk to 14th Street to end the stream. So let me just go say hi to the people there. What? Just watch the stuff.
Chris said he was going to come down here at 10:30 to get you.
Okay.
So if you're going to drive or ride the Metro Rail.
No, well, he can get me.
Okay.
I want to go meet Chris. I've never seen him in
Okay.
person.
Okay, it's not, what time is it?
I don't know.
It's not 10. It's not 9:30.
It's 8:30. Anna, can I go with you or not?
Um,
The congressman.
Well, that's a Chris appointment with Sterling, but I guess you could come. Let me go meet him with him.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna meet with Chris Medlin. He's one of our BPs, and yeah, we have an appointment with Sterling. He's being a star volunteer, making appointments with congressmen, and we're bringing the receipts about fraud, waste, and abuse, and how the United States judge may have pulled the plug on a little bit of a ground stalking, but they have not pulled the entire plug because we know we are being censored on social media. We know that our communications are being illegally surveilled and intercepted by the FBI and infraguard criminals and NSA. And we know that the gang stalking is still going on. And that's aside from the weapons. The weapons are another topic. But when we're talking about fraud, waste, and abuse, certainly isn't it fraud, waste, and abuse to have random citizens following you around, coming into your house, raping you, stealing your stuff, breaking your car, killing your pet, poisoning your food? I want to know how they explain that to Doge. What's the concept of the contract? And that's why we're trying to talk to these Congress people because they need to understand that they need to investigate. It's not just the torture carried out with the weapons, but the psychological operations that are included in the torture menu that the CIA doctors at the domestic operations create for each and every one of you. You have to understand that these people are paid for with American money. They work under the Denver airport in the bowels of the Denver airport that is a satanic entity. And over there, that's where they decided whether you get V2K or you get this or you get burn or you get, what Dr. Bear gets. We try the real hard head attacks or the face burn like Denise. They decide because they play God there, those criminals, psychiatrists that work for the CIA. Those we need to get their license stripped from them. We need to get them prosecuted for crimes against humanity. We need them to be sentenced to life in prison and their very last penny taken away from their bank accounts. Yeah, that's what needs to be done. That is what justice is going to start to look like. And we're not going to stop. We're going to do everything we can to force DOJ to prosecute these criminals for what they have done. Yeah, look at the pretty Washington Monument. This is in the area that we're going to be rallying for freedom. Let's go, girl. Well, and get Chris and everybody else. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's a perfect weather coming from Texas. This weather is the perfect AC unit in nature. And for that, I am grateful for this beautiful sun, this beautiful, everything looks perfect and pretty. Look at the White House. Yeah, we're going to be going there with our flags. I hope, yeah, I like that. And then they're making DC beautiful again. I have not seen, have you? I have not seen a single National Guard. I don't know where they are. Are they hiding behind the trees?
Oh, right.
I have not seen, we've been here since 2 days ago and I haven't seen one. So
Yeah.
where are they deployed? We don't know.
Came and they
But everything
Washington
looks
great.
cleaned up. Yeah, did they just do it in a week and then they didn't have to do any more? Because it looks pretty, it looks safe.
Gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. Please be aware for those of you coming, we're going to have rain. In case of rain, we've changed the venues. We're going to be setting them up in the website. So be on the lookout for that. Our website. And like Richard said, when you register, we'll give you the information on the other venues for dinner because to we don't want that to be filled with FBI criminals. We're done with them. We want them fired. We want them prosecuted for lying to the FISA court under oath. That's called perjury. Yeah, when you sign a document under penalty of perjury and you lie, it's perjury. And it's a felony, and they have to be prosecuted for it. So I know there's more than 5,000 FBI agents that need to be prosecuted. They're going to have to use all those FEMA camps that they built for COVID, for shutting us down. That's where they're going to have to put all these FBI criminals that, with a stroke of a pen, obliterated the lives of hardworking, law abiding Americans. Over 300,000 of them. Yeah, that's what they did just to get a heftier paycheck. Because Mr. C. Strand, the whistleblower, has admitted that he saw how they wanted to get people on the TSDB because they would get bonuses, financial compensation for that. Is this 14th? No, this is 15th. We still need one more to go. I'm sorry, I'm walking so slow. You're walking fast. Okay, let's go. It's one more. Okay, so here we are showing you the pretty DC rescued by President Trump. Look at that. I don't see one police around except the one that came to tell us that we had to pull down our banner. Because since there's no crime left, he had to come harass us. The park police, no, you can't tie the banner to the pole because the pole could fall. Yeah, that's what we have to deal with. But it's okay because we were ready for the harassment. We knew it was going to happen, so we're ready for it. Okay, so we have to get to 14th Street. I think that's where our people are, although I do not see them. Hi, Melody. They're on the 14th?
Yeah.
There?
Oh,
This is 15th,
this is 15th Street, so 14th would be the next one, right?
I guess. But
What do you want me to do?
no, I don't see them though.
Don't see him down there?
I don't see that. There, let's go.
Where's the registration?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so the registration, you're going to go to 17th
Okay.
and Constitution, and under the first tree, there's a table there. Richard is there.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Let's go. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know. It is the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture. It's a pretty building. Okay, I don't see these guys. Oh, there he is. There's Chris. Yeah. Hey, Chris! Chris! Now he's leaving. Oh, real funny.
Where's he at? Oh,
He's like, where's the banner? Well, those banners, there it is. Okay. We're done for the day. There's
that's
Simon
great.
League. No, that's Chris. I think that's Chris. over there. Yeah. Chris!
We're gonna go with you.
I'm going with him to see him. Senator. Hi! Hi there!
Hey, what's up?
Eres Emilio, ¿verdad?
Yep, yep.
How you
Steven,
doing?
how you doing?
Steven.
I'm doing all right, chilling out, hanging and banging orangutan.
Mira, we're having a good morning. We're going back there. I just need to. Okay, so tell our audience where'd you come from?
Coming from Springfield, Massachusetts. Drove out about 7 hours, and I'm helping represent Targeted Justice. Some of
Good.
our other guys just wind up going over to Congress, so I went up taking a sign from them real quick.
Good.
And they said that they were going to be going down there to let you know
Yeah.
and to bring you down the sign. So, hey, they're right there.
Yeah, we're bringing it down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotcha. So, where
We're,
you guys going? Are you guys changing your
yeah,
location?
I'm gonna go with him. I'm
Okay.
gonna go with them.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
but we're doing the registration table. If you want to
Okay.
join us there for
I'll
a
go
little
down
while.
there. I'll go hang
Okay.
out.
It's in 17th Street.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
you. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go down this way.
Richard, yeah, if you can meet them there.
Okay.
Richard is there with the other banners.
Yep.
And then if we need help with it, manning the table while other people come in. So if
Okay.
you
How
can
many
help
people
us.
you got at the table so far? Just
I don't
you?
know. Ask
Because I was out here, I didn't even see you guys. I was
we were there. I know.
sitting right there, and I didn't even see these guys come over. I walked right back into the parking lot.
Ask him. See if we
Okay.
can do a little
You
shit.
still sick?
Very sick.
Pobrecito, no.
No importa. You know what?
Yeah.
Me tomé NyQuil,
Yeah,
antibiotics, everything.
Yeah, don't take too much. You're gonna fall asleep halfway through the day.
I know. I know. I didn't take the Dayquil.
Okay, I got that.
Okay, so
With Richard.
yeah, go back with him, and I'm gonna just go with him to see somebody. So I'm gonna be ending this in a little while. Thank you all for being here. Please stay tuned because we're gonna do this again this evening. I'm gonna be interviewing all the TIs that have come and registered. Hopefully we're gonna have hundreds because over 300 signed up. So it is our goal to have this huge family together and demanding freedom, freedom from torture. Here we are. Is this Sterling? Nice to meet you. And Chris. Hey, Chris. Talk to her because of the sun.
You know, it's funny.
How is
Fires
everybody?
right down there.
Good to see everybody here
They got a
at
museum.
Targeted Action 2025 here for freedom this weekend. We've had a pretty good morning so far. Sterling and I had held a banner for about an hour or so here on this corner, and there is a shoot ton of people coming in from Virginia. You can definitely see the attention and those that are seeing the banners, the honking of the cars, and
Really? They honk
yeah,
a
a
lot?
lot of honkers. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Should we walk this
Let's
way?
walk this way.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is exciting. Look, rain or shine, in sickness or in health, we're you're not stopping us,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
We're gonna.
Doing it.
Yeah, we're going now to meet at 11 a.m. with somebody there.
Jerry Moran's office.
Okay. And so you're still on time. What you need to do is you do it for Monday or Tuesday. You write to your congressperson's official page and you send a message through them. And then you can call and follow up and say, I just sent a message requesting a meeting. We're there with Targeted Justice and I demand that somebody tell me when I can meet with a congressman or woman. You know, there is nothing happening in this nation. Nothing is more important than this, than the torture of law-abiding Americans on American soil being targeted by the United States Space Force. There's nothing more important than that because it's treason, because it's a violation. You know, the army is not to, no part of the armed forces is supposed to attack anyone in our homeland. So, Sterling, where did you come from?
I came from Kansas. I am a Kansas TI on X. I traveled out here with Christopher Medlin, and yeah, we're here to shut down the program.
Amen to that. Amen. Thank you. And he's done a lot of good work scheduling the interviews, and I'm very grateful for that. Okay. This the first time. This the first time you meet Chris.
That meeting, yeah, in person.
This is great. Yeah, Chris is a star. You know, I admire you all so much.
Holding it together.
Yeah, yeah, we're so blessed.
Sterling didn't get very much sleep last night, but I
Out
did.
there, me.
I was probably sawing logs all most of the night.
Why did you get sleep?
Garden Inn,
What?
the Hilton Garden Inn.
What happened?
No, he just couldn't sleep very good. He was up. The B2K got loud on him.
Really?
I kind of expected.
Yeah. Well, they did all sorts of tricks. Like in my flight, they attacked me real bad, like
That
to the
way.
point of tears.
I don't
Yeah, I
think
got
he
hit a
get
couple
into
times.
the.
It's really bad. So,
I know.
but it's okay because when I do that, we know they're scared.
Mine is.
You know, when they go into oh shit, we have to run. When they go into commando, you know, like Rambo thing, that's when we know we're doing it right.
Right. And the week leading up to, and that's just an experience.
Yeah.
So, for those of you coming this afternoon, we're gonna have at the dinner venue, we're gonna have a little talking points, a
Look at all that.
conversation.
Look at all that.
We have the flyers for you to bring to your congressperson, senator, and we will be giving you some talking points and some of the really important issues that we need for you to address with your congressperson. For example, support of Ana Paulina Luna's American Privacy Restoration Act. That would repeal the Patriot Act. That would entirely get rid of gang stalking. We need that to happen, and we need bipartisan support for it. So even if your congressman or woman is a woke Democrat, you want to meet with them and tell them this needs to end because this Patriot Act, all it has said has been obliterated the lives of innocent Americans, and I am one of them. So we really look forward to you showing up so that you can become a warrior for the freedom of those that cannot be here.
Staying at a hotel. I talked to
And that's how we see ourselves. We are fighting the good fight for those that can't and that desperately need it. And we hold you very dear in our hearts. I have so many people in Ohio. My dear friend Kathy in Ohio, I hope you're watching. You're in my heart. And
Yeah, 7 hours.
Armando and Jazz, you're in my heart. And Ohio peeps
Yeah.
in my heart. My dear friend Eva, my dearest Simone, you're all in my heart, and we're all here advocating for you
Yeah.
for freedom from torture.
What's my speed?
Okay? So we're here.
I need some methadone.
Look at the pretty,
Every day. I need it.
the pretty
Give me a splash later, bro.
Washington Monument.
Okay, all right.
So for those of you that need the instructions,
The info was one.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I said, I need
we are going to be in 17th, the corner of 17th and Constitution Avenue. There's a little table there under a tree, and that's where we're going to be waiting for you to register.
That's chicky. The chicky.
It's beautiful weather. It's a beautiful day.
It's noise.
It's no excuse to not show up. It's such a beautiful day.
Who didn't show up?
No, I'm saying there's no excuse. It's such
Oh,
a beautiful day.
there's no excuse to be showing up out here. Come out here.
Not be showing up.
Targeted Justice 2025, baby.
Yeah,
I didn't even know you had the camera over here.
Yeah, well, I am going to, for those that couldn't be here in person, but they are here in spirit,
Oh,
I wanted to have a live stream so that,
They should come out here. Because,
Yeah,
you know what?
those-
this is literally like the place to be. This is literally the swamp.
right now.
So if you're gonna bring out any intelligence sources, any information, any documents, this is the place to bring it right now because there's a civil war out here right now, right?
No, but we don't advocate. We only advocate for peaceful.
Oh no. I mean like in general, like there's a civil war within the intelligence agencies.
Yeah.
They're being pushed out. A lot of these corrupt bureaucrats are getting
Yes.
pushed out. They're all getting indicted.
They're exposed.
Yeah, they're exposed. They're completely exposed. So what's going to wind up happening is that we're going to come out here. We're trying to make some political connections. A lot of our guys are going to be lined up. They're going to wind up seeing Congress members and congressional members. And everybody is kind of jumping around the topic of this program. Every one of these politicians, family members, they've all been spooked by the CIA in one way or another. One way or another. So what's going to wind up happening is they're going to relate directly, and they're going to know that they had espionage ran against them as well. And they're going to say, holy crap.
shit.
Holy crap. I was about to drop the shit bomb. But they're going to say, holy crap, there's more citizens than we ever thought on these watch lists. We're not alone. Look at all these protesters that are coming out here. The more bodies we got, we show a
Yeah.
force. And
And we prove the court wrongs
And we
because
prove
let me
the
tell
court
you
wrongs.
something. It's not just TJ v. Garland. It has been hundreds of TI cases that have been dismissed unfairly with the narrative of fantastical and implausible because I think that that is a script that was given to courts or maybe mind control. But it's not just our case. Hundreds of TI cases. Of course, I have to admit, some of them were not maybe crafted in because they were many pro se. But that doesn't matter. The important thing is that the courts have to look at these cases. And after having 100 cases of people saying, I am hearing voices that come from satellites, somebody had to stop and ring the alarm.
facts.
Yeah, they had to ring the but but the courts are being complicit, saying, no, this is crazy talk.
Yeah.
No, they have a duty to order, to investigate, to ask somebody do something about this, and that's what we're here for.
They should have already been persecuted.
And then, so next week is also going to be a showstopper in Congress because I think they're going to bring a lot of Fauci stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And yesterday, Kennedy was there. And so this next week, there's going to be a lot of good things happening. So even just walking the halls is going to be very exciting. So you should get psyched because everything is connected. Do not think for a second that the whole COVID narrative and psyop has nothing to do with this because it's all part of the same thing. It's all part of the same criminality. And we're going to be right there in the eye of the storm. So you better be part of it. Do not miss it because then you're going to berate yourself. You know how many people have told me, I wish I had gone to Targeted Action 2024 and I didn't go because some bad intentioned people in the community started saying, oh, it's an experiment. You're going to be experimented upon. And then some gullible TIs were afraid and didn't show up. Guess what? You missed out on it. And it was really great. And this time it's going to be even better because now we have the experience from the prior event. So we're really looking forward to meeting you, to hugging you, and to spending really good time making history happen because that's what we are. We have been placed here in this historic moment to make history happen, to force the shutting down of a highly illegal program that the criminal intelligence community never thought would get discovered. Not only did it get discovered, but it's getting shut down peacefully by people that don't have the power, don't have the connections, but we have the will and the determination to shut down the criminality. And that's going to be awesome. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I got you. You want me to go with you at 10 or 11?
Okay, so who are you?
Marta,
Where are you from?
Michigan.
Thank you
I'm
for coming.
actually staying with a friend and family in Woodbridge.
Okay.
I had to borrow somebody's car to come today. I was actually trying to find a ride through the
TIO,
yeah,
and you couldn't.
but that's okay. So I made it.
Oh, thank you so much for coming.
I love all your videos. You, the gavel.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, I think really discombobulated this week because they gave me a bioweapon. They made me sick, but it's okay
Yeah.
because for me, it's really important to just show up. Even if I look really bad like I do now because they burn my face. This is what?
Your name is on the side of this. Your name is
Oh, Anna towing. Yeah, that's the psyop.
placement.
Yeah, it's a psyop. So, I hope people can appreciate that even if I look bad, even if I am whatever,
No.
I'm always going to show up,
Yeah.
you know?
With the tinnitus and everything that I had going on, I almost didn't come. It was just like, but I've been like for
We'll
the
talk
last
about
couple.
remedies, and the Lighthouse can give you a few remedies
Yeah.
for it. Okay.
Seen the water pillow and stuff
Yes.
like
Well,
that.
do you have a TENS unit?
Uh,
I'll show you. I'm going to bring it this afternoon and I'll show people about it. You can use a TENS unit and you can put it in your ears and the pulsation, it really helps a lot. And they're cheap. The thing is, you have to keep it with you so that criminals don't jack with it. That for me, that is one of the best remedies. And yeah, there are a couple of remedies that we can talk about that are simple. Yeah, well, I'm really glad you made it.
I did write my congressman, and they wrote me back asking who besides myself was going to be attending. And
When
I told him I didn't know because I
Uh-huh.
don't know exactly.
when did they give you the appointment?
Well, they haven't really confirmed an appointment because they wanted to know who all was here.
Okay. Well, who is your congressman? Okay.
And Gary Peters and Melissa
Well, I would
Slotkin.
love it if you can get with Gary Peters.
Mhm.
I'll come with you one day because you know what? He did the Peters report. For those of you that don't know, Peters report was us. They did. It's called mislabeled as a threat. We need Peters to support one of the leaders American Privacy Restoration Act.
Okay.
Okay, so he's a senator. He was the one that was the director or head of this committee. And it's called, you can look it up in the internet. It's called mislabeled as a threat. And all the Democrats were outraged by its findings. And then they didn't do anything about it because the intelligence criminals called them up and said, you shut up.
Yeah.
Okay. But now they have an opportunity to do something about it. Okay.
Yes.
The criminals are being shut down.
Let's go block the sidewalk. Go block the sidewalk.
Okay. So, yeah.
Get something.
Yeah, this is another one. Okay, look at this. This is another of our fabulous. Can you hold in the middle? Okay, our fabulous banners. Uh, so it's here, Eagle Ed Martin. Why is DOJ not looking into the real victims of government weaponization? Look at them. They're holding this banner. These are them. These are the real victims of government weaponization. And while you and the other guy, who is deputy, uh, reduced the charges on the former governor of Puerto Rico charged with corruption, alleging government weaponization, which, if you ask Puerto Ricans, they know that is not necessarily accurate. However, you refuse to meet with us, and we demand to meet with your committee because we are the real victims against whom FISA is being used to spy on us illegally without probable cause. And you know it, and that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment because already a court in the Southern District of New York concluded for that case, FISA warrants on Americans are illegal, and there's 278,000 of us that are victims of the lies of the government criminals at the FBI that need to be fired, investigated, prosecuted, and imprisoned for life for the crimes against humanity that they are co-conspirators of. So, Eagle Ed, this one's for you. Can you hold it up? There you go. Yeah, we're not afraid. We're gonna call it as we see it. Okay, we are not afraid.
Been targeting individuals for about 5 years now. And I drove from Michigan to be here today to participate because I know that targeted justice is doing good work.
Thank you.
And what impact has it had on your life to be a target?
Actually, it's given me a resource and an outlet to find other people that might be suffering from some of the targeting.
And what's your message to the US government?
Please, please, whatever it takes, stop the targeting of innocent individuals in this country. Most people are just patriotic, conservative people that have been targeted.
That was great. That's all I needed. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
It's gonna be great. Dominic is gonna be doing interviews with people. So come here and tell him your story. Be part of his documentary. He came all the way from Britain. He's in our advisory board. Tell me when we're ready to go. I have to just put on a little makeup to not scare.
Do you want to?
people.
Do you have anybody else that you need to talk to when we're in there?
No, but we'll gonna try to find. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Let me know. Are we gonna walk there?
Well, we can take the metro, but we need to probably be going because the metro is up behind the Smithsonian. It's a little walk.
Is that the closest one?
But that's I think Richard said that.
Ask them. Okay.
I can look and see. Look, we're here. There's the Smith. There's the Smithsonian. So we're down here.
Yeah, we're there. Right. Look at the last.
Here's that. Here's that.
Yeah, and we're
the
ready to go.
So we need to like. I think the closest one is going to be.
What's our destination? Where is our destination?
We're going to Congress. I don't know the name of it. Dirksen Senate office.
Yeah,
building.
but which is this town?
It's gonna go.
Because it's far away. I think it's easier to just walk there. Right?
It might be.
I think it's easier. Let's just ask him. Okay. I wish I knew my way around. Anybody here? Give me how many days? Okay. We're gonna be here till Tuesday, but the important events are happening tomorrow at 9 a.m. Then we're gonna have dinner at evening. We're gonna have dinner tonight together. And then Sunday, we're going to have banners. We're going to have flyer distribution in strategic areas in the mall because we want the visitors to DC to learn what the American government is doing to law abiding Americans, particularly the criminals at the Space Force and the CIA. So we have tons of flyers to give away. And we want to educate people. We want to talk to them nicely. We want to talk to them, educate them, tell them about this. And so we're gonna Monday and Tuesday. We're gonna be
Here we are back
we're gonna be visiting.
Colorado rallies.
Okay.
And we are in Washington D.C. this year. Keep coming back. Took the shutdown. Matt, thank you, Sarah. That's great.
Um, that's a great one.
Hey,
Are you with our
how you guys doing today?
Where'd you come from?
I've been living in DC for a year. We live in Targeted. For a long time.
Really?
One of the people showed up here telling me that this event was happening. So
Oh, you didn't know about targeted justice?
no, I got rid of my phone because the government kidnapped my child, murdered my partner, took all my things, passport, social security cards, ID, bank accounts, all my social media accounts, and my phone. And so I stopped. And then I got another phone. I just started getting tracked by it. So now I'm done. I'm never getting a social media account again. I'm never getting a phone again because they distract me. And it's I don't know what I did to become such a high target, but why would they go after me? They called me a terrorist, a drug dealer, and a cartel. Like I've never even sold drugs in my life.
Yeah. Well, they will defame. That's a tactic, defaming.
Yeah,
It's all
I
about the
spent my
defamation.
entire adult life raising my kid, and I finally met my soulmate, and apparently that was too much, and so they took my kid from me, started contacting my family, saying I was a terrorist drug dealer. So my family joined the feds and disowned me, and collaborated with finding me, and then they shot and killed a 26-year-old Asia Elizabeth Fitzgerald, planted a gun on her body, and then said that she tried to ambush them when she was a young girl who couldn't even see her.
Well, look, the defamation is off the charts for everybody, and that's everybody can relate to that. Everybody was targeted. So I'm so sorry, but I hope that you can find like-minded people here and that coming. Okay, yes. Okay, I'm gonna be saying. Let me take care of business because we have an appointment at 11. But let me just do this. Okay, I'm gonna be signing off. Please join me again at I don't know what this is. Join me again at this afternoon. I think around maybe 6:30.
I've met you in person, Kent Stroud.
Oh, hi!
Hey, nice to meet
You,
you.
you weren't coming.
I am coming.
No. Say hello to our audience. Where'd you
Hello.
come from?
Well, Arkansas, actually.
Okay.
I'm here to speak with French Hill and join you guys in the
Awesome.
walk, the group, everything. So
Let me get them the registration information. Okay, and then we're going. Okay. Well, thanks again. We have a great audience. Thank you again. I'm gonna look at the comments when I get to the computer if they let me, because they after the stream is over, criminals erase the comments, so I have to apologize. But here, can you do me a favor and see bands are here? I'm going to send you the list of the people. So, and I'm going to give you a notebook so you write down the information. Again, thanks everybody for joining us. We're working here for your freedom, for our freedom, and for those of you that can show up, please don't miss this opportunity because you are going to regret it. It's going to be really great. And it is priceless to see the faces of these people in Congress when you tell them and you bring the receipts. We're giving you flyers with pictures, with information they can corroborate. Their jaw drops. Okay. And remember this. I'm going to leave you with this. The only reason this program is working is because it was covert. Once it became and it becomes exposed, can no longer operate because the people are not going to be susceptible to collaborating with a criminal program that is no longer a secret. So that is why it's so important that all of you that could make it here do not hesitate in doing so. I'm counting on
Need
you
a wristband
to
here?
freedom. Let's expose these criminals, not just expose them. Let's pressure Congress to make them accountable.
What was it?
Nobody in the CIA went to prison or was ever punished for MK Ultra.
Where'd you drive in from?
Let not that happen again. We have to make sure that the very last criminal, particularly the doctors that created our torture measures, pay for it. So I look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much for your attention and stay strong. And all of you, we love you. We're here for you. We're never going to stop until we're all free. Love you.